Diane finally sank down on the sofa for some quiet and rest at the end of the day, but there was little of either. First, it was her 15-year-old Kelly, who had a broken heart after splitting up with her BFF, best friend forever. Then it was 10-year-old Derek, who was stressed out because he could not figure out his math problem. Finally, it was 4-year-old Rose with a loose tooth. Would Mommy kiss it and make it better? Diane had longed for her children to get out of diapers, but now she wished they were back at that stage when they were easier to handle. But as she sat and looked back at the day, besides the peace, there was a deep and proud sense of joy. She would not have it any other way. As we read the newspaper and watch television, it seems there are either scenes of devastation after a hurricane or a spate of shootings or stabbings. Sometimes we ask with the words of the song, when will we ever learn? However, together with all the violence, there are ambassadors of peace whose exploits, whose tireless works are never reported either in the news or on television unless it is something spectacular. We experience pockets of peace in small groups, in small villages, and in townships as ordinary folk gather and pool their resources together after a storm, a hurricane, a tornado, or fire. The bigger jobs of cleaning the debris are left to the government agencies or even the military. But small pockets of concentrated efforts by a haphazard small group bring joy, peace, laughter, and tears of satisfaction as together they turn the corner of some tragedy. Those who have suffered sometimes have to pinch themselves when they realize that they have really pulled through what they thought was a horrendous disaster. They realize how much good, how much kindness, how much care and generosity are present in the hearts of those around them. These are people you see daily. You rarely know their names. You say hello to them. You respect their space. But now, time and circumstance make them leave their comfort zone and come to the aid of those in need. This brings oodles of joy and happiness. As Robert Browning wrote in the poem Pippa Passes, we say, God is in heaven and all's right with the world. Think of an event or encounter that brought joy to your heart. Would you change anything? Why?
Please join us as we joyfully offer this prayer of consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary for the third week of Advent. Virgin Mary, Mother of God and our Mother, to your Immaculate Heart we consecrate ourselves in an act of total entrustment to the Lord. By you we will be led to Christ. By him and with him we will be led to the Father. We will walk in the light of faith, and we will do everything so that the world may believe that Jesus Christ is the one sent by the Father. With him, we wish to carry his love and salvation to the ends of the earth. Amen.